Hello, welcome back to Coalition. It's a new week, we've just had...
Hello.
Hiya. What's happening with this, Andy?
Just priming diesel heater.
Priming diesel heater?
Yep.
And then what's happening with it?
Then we're going to start diesel heater up and start van up.
And then what's happening with van?
We're going to start it up and it's going to go today.
And then it's going. It's disappearing for a bit. Yeah, so customers coming to pick that one up. I'm sure we will see it back at some point because it wasn't, as Liam told you, it wasn't a full build. It was kind of like came in for smaller amount of work and then ended up getting a little bit more work. So I think we'll see it again at some point. We've had a few deliveries just down at the wall down there. We've got solar panels, we've got batteries, Skylight, cabling, stuff like that, because we've got a couple of jobs coming in later in the week, although it is Tuesday because we've just had bank holiday. So I think that is Thursday that we've got a Skylight and a solar panel on a bare van. So there's nothing in there. We've advised to do these things first before they start doing the rest. And then we've got an electrical issue on a T5 where none of his electrics were working. We found the battery was down to 6 volts, and we also found, because there was a cause for that getting 6 volt, that the multi MPPT and DC, which is quite an old one, wasn't working at all on either. So we're going to replace that with, as per usual, the Renerget multi, and that will also be Thursday. But all the parts are here now, so we may shuffle that about. I'll let customers know the parts are here, and we may switch it a little bit. So as you can see, the Vario is no longer in the unit. And the reason being is because the Vario is going to be going today. Now, as Liam's told you before, this vehicle was not here for a full build. It was walls and ceiling, and we did a bit extra. And it's looking fab, to be fair.
Another one bites the dust.
Vario's gone. It's looking a bit empty now, isn't it?
It is.
Still waiting on one to go. LDV. They're supposed to be coming down. I think they're from Lake District, but they're supposed to be coming to pick that up today.
When's that other Vario coming? Is there?
Is there? Is there? I don't know. There might be, there might not be. We've got another job today, haven't we? Yeah. Steve's. Yeah? Steve's. What we're going to get on with now is, I'm going to bring my van over. So my personal van, my Volkswagen Crafter, I'm going to bring that over. I'm going to get that down here at the front of the unit. And what we're doing with that is, I'm going to replace my 2 AGM batteries with...
Ding, ding, ding.
with that. So that's an eco-worthy 280 amp hour lithium battery. In my vehicle at the minute, I have 2 AGM 120 amp hour batteries, which, as you know, it's just like a lead acid, you can't run them down really below 50%. So this battery, in a way, is kind of like having 4 AGM batteries, in a way. Although this will last probably longer. So we're going to be fitting this. Now, eco-worthy, we have used eco-worthy quite a lot for solar panels. I've used them in the past. We still use them now. We've never had any issues. Andy's got eco-worthy. What, solar panel?
Solar panel, yeah.
Solar panel. I've never had issues with customers have never had issues, and you never have. And budget friendly. Very good price. This battery is around about £650, I think, at the minute, which is really good for how much amp hour you're getting. So let's get it in. Anyway, I'm going to be natural now. I'm going to be natural and speak to you like I just spoke to you.
Okay.
So do you know the only reason I'm fitting that, Andy?
Why?
Is because we're going away soon, right?
Yeah.
And I decided it'd be a good idea to take an air fryer, which I can't really use on my batteries. So like, oh, it'd be a right good idea to fit a lithium battery that costs a fortune just to use an air fryer for some like ash browns or something. Yeah. Do you think it makes sense?
Hundreds of pounds for some ash
like
browns?
Hundreds and hundreds of pounds just to have an ash brown? Probably not. They are nice. Welcome to my electrical system. So this is everything in my van that I've already done. And these are my two 120 gems. So I'm just starting to dismantle this cabling, because I'm gonna need to now run. We're waiting on the 2000 watt inverter. I need to now run 50mm cable. So that'll run from the new EcoWarber, which will be there. And I need to replace this all the way up, this fuse, this shut off into this bit here with 50mm. And then when the new inverter comes, that will also need to be 50mm coming off that. Same on the next side. I'll have to change that and straight to battery. And that should be it basically. I'm hoping the inverter, the 2000 watt inverter, is not like massively bigger than this, because it needs to fit within this central space around my cables. Or I'm gonna have to reroute everything, and I don't want to do that. Let's just get it done. It's a lot bigger, and that space in that middle bit there weren't big enough to put the new 2001. I've manoeuvred it a tiny bit each side. I'm hoping it's going to go in. It's so bleeding tight. If this don't work, what am I going to do? So yesterday we did a few quotes for people. I'm still going to get back in touch with them. We'll work some stuff out. We managed to finish the install of the 280 amp hour EcoWarber battery on my van. We had to change all the cables, so we upgraded that to 50mm cable, and my 2000 watt inverter turned up in the afternoon just in time. So I managed to get all that done and all fitted. So I'll give you a little look at that now. I'll just find my keys. A little bit tight in here, so I'll try and explain as best as I can and see if we can get it all on. So what I had to do yesterday, let me just take this off because I've just put a battery charger on. Move this out of the way. So the battery is in and it fits better than the two lead acid batteries, sorry, AGM batteries that I had fitted in here previously. They stuck out a bit further down here, so I've now got more room. And I've got a bigger battery that is 4 times the size of the AGMs. Now, capacity wise, now I've had to change the cabling, so we now got a 50mm cable. The 2000 watt inverter on there was an absolute nightmare to fit, because why the hell I didn't think it were going to be a lot bigger, I don't know. So it's a hell of a lot bigger, and I had to basically change all this wiring bit and stretch it out as much as possible, and I just managed to make it fit, which I'm chuffed to bits about. So everything on here, I didn't have to change really anything else. My bus bars are already rated, quite an high ampage. The shut off is already rated, and I've not gone for a 3000 watt inverter, just a 2000. So the 50mm cable will be more than enough for what I need. All this was just to use an air fryer on holiday when we go in a couple of weeks. So yeah, big cost really, but it's a big benefit because this battery, the maximum 250 amp draw on the BMS, so that's all good. And to be fair, it does like 6,000 cycles, so normal lead acid or AGM wouldn't do that. And the price of these, they're around about 600 quid, and you can sometimes get like £100 off them, so sometimes you can get close to 500 quid for a 280 amp hour battery. So definitely recommend it. Now, what else we've got on today? I'll talk to myself because Andy's not turned in. He's sleeping still and it's gone 10 o'clock. So you might recognise, if I move this, you might recognise this van. This van, obviously, it's Liam's. His van needs water. He ain't got water in there yet. So we've got this water tank. I don't even know how many litres this is, but it's big. And it's going to be going underneath there in the old wheel well. And the reason we can do that is because he's got the spare wheel on the back, the rogue alloys. We're going to get that under there and we're going to pipe it all up and see how far we can get, because we have got a bit of free time today and we're going to see how far we can get. Tomorrow we've got 2 vans coming in for electrical jobs and Skylight, but first we're going to get on with this. So yesterday kinda didn't go to plan, but it kinda did go to plan. The water tank we put in place up on Liam's van, so we got that position. We thought it were gonna go in the wheel well, and that wasn't the case. It actually went further down the vehicle, and the big cutout on the water tank was for the handbrake cable to go down. So we got that all fitted in position, but we need a lot of fittings. So last night I went and got a load of John Guest fittings. Also ordered the 40mm water pipe, which has turned up today, which is about a 20mm water pipe. So they've sent the wrong one. So that's out of the question now. We can't get on with that today. But there's also, it's been a busy morning. Before 9 o'clock, I had 2 deliveries. I've got 2 vehicles in, moving everything about. So this one's in here, and that's having, it's already got an old cutout. It's having a lovely skylight, and also it's having a solar panel. I've just noticed I've got a black nose. Bill. It's having a solar panel put in, and the reason that they're having these 2 things now is because this is a self-build, but the customer wants these 2 things doing before they start building the van. So we're going to run the cables down somewhere down this way and fit the skylight, and then they can start building around that, and they've got no issues. Now the other one that's in is this beauty of a T6. Looks like a 4Motion as well to me, but this one's really nice. I'll show you in this. And this one is in for electricals. Now I've just started taking out the front seat. All the electrics are under the front seat. The issue with this van is, when it came in a few weeks back, is that there was an issue with the electrics. The battery wasn't charging or wasn't working. But yeah, we found out that it actually wasn't charging from solar or DC. The multi that was in this, which is quite an old one, just decided it didn't want to work anymore, which also made the battery go down to around about 6 volts whatever and dead. We tried to get that battery back up and running, but it didn't want none of it, so we've bought a new battery, and then we're going to fit another DC and MPPT. So I think that's it for today. We're going to crack on with both of them today. I'm not sure if there's much we can get on with Liam's today until the pipes come tomorrow. We might be able to. We've also 2 shock absorbers. 2 shock absorbers that I'd like to fit to my van as well. Whether that gets done, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, Vauxhall Vivaro. It's up ladder. We've got a skylight and a solar, a 170 solar. This van is going to be getting built at the customer's home, so we've just done the first bit from the stages of the skylight and just brought in the solar cables down here where they're going to have electrics. And then the T6, see if we've got enough memory. This T6 electrics upgrade, solar, nothing were working again, which we keep finding. So everything's under here, ridiculously compact. Everything's under this, so we've had to rewire it, we've had to upgrade the size of the cable so it could fit that unit in. The old unit's over there, which didn't work. This is now working, as you can see. It's got power and it's also got solar coming in. So the customer's not been able to use this van because of this electrical issue. It's now sorted. We're just going to get this seat back in and let the customer know that it's ready. And yeah, Mint, it's going to be well happy because it can use this van again now. Took a while because we had to go underneath and reroute some cables and, like I said, change sizes. But that's about it. No memory, so won't be able to film anything else because I ain't got a spare memory card. Anyway, so that's, I'm going to leave I can't even talk. I'm going to leave the rest of the filming for the main man, Liam.
And there we have it. I hope that Lee looked after the place, and Andy for that matter, while I was gone. I had a little trip away. Sorry I didn't go to Van Life Festival, even though I said I was going to go to Van Life Festival. I tried to book a holiday before Van Life Festival and get back before it started. Fortunately, I can't control airplanes, and so it was flying Tuesday till Tuesday, so I had to miss it, unfortunately. I hope you all had a right good time though. I was back in work yesterday, but I didn't film anything yesterday because there was nothing really to film. I took Bob's wheel carrier and ladder to the powder coaters to get ready for him having that installed. His spare wheel is here, so he's having a spare wheel put back on. It's a Crafter that we built a while ago, and he's having some upgrades onto it. Thanks to Williams for sorting us out with that, and Rogue Alloys for the spare as well. Also, yesterday I finished the water in my van, which is just parked there. So Lee did a brilliant job this week of doing that, getting that ready, but he ran out of fittings and didn't have time to go get some more, so I went and got some fittings, sorted that, so now I've got running water, which is the first time ever I've had proper running water in a van in 6 years of van life. So that's done. There is a van on its way here that is a beast, and it's a job that's not an easy job. It's going to be a challenge, but it's going to push us all to our limit, our skills to the limits, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to show you on this video. Next video you'll see what the next project is. Not a full build, more challenging than a full build. I can't wait to see Lee and Andy back. They're both out. Lee's on holiday, Andy's gallivanting. I'm on my own. Anyway, bye Felicia.